If you will give your attention to Miss Stacy Cochran this morning.
Good morning. A lot of you guys know our daughter Megan. And the struggles she has faced through her 5 years. Megan lives with a terminal disease called mitochondrial disease. I say live because that's exactly what she does. She lives. A few weeks back on a Monday night, September 19th, we were going through our regular nightly routine of getting ready for bed. I sat down in a chair next to Megan and opened up the Bible to read to her. As I started reading, Megan pointed to the Love Loud shirt I was wearing. And she said, "That heart on the back of your shirt was broken." And I said, "Yes." She said, "Jesus puts hearts back together." And I said, "Yes, he does." "Mama, one day my heart won't be sick anymore." "That's right, baby." "Mama, I don't want to die." I said, "I know, Meg." She said, "But when I die, I want to live. I want to live with Jesus." And I said, "Yes, baby girl." "How do I do that, Mama? Tell me, how do I do that?" "I want my name written in that special book." Those are the most precious words a parent can hear. My eyes filled with tears, and I said, "Oh, you're talking about asking Jesus into your heart." She said, "Yes." So we talked about Jesus, who he was, what he did for us, and why. She understood what sin was, and even confessed a couple of specific things right then. And as peaceful yet firm as she could, she says, "Mama, I want to do this. Will you call my brothers?" Our two precious boys came up and were so excited when she told them what she wanted to do. And right then, Megan gets on her knees. She gets on her face with her brothers and I gathered around her. And she asked Jesus to forgive her of her sins and come into her heart. And the very first thing she wanted to do was to call her daddy, who was in a men's prayer dinner, and tell him. You guys are hearing a lot about Love Loud right now. Jim, myself, our kids, we've had the privilege of being a part of Love Loud since the first year. We've been able to love on some sweet people at my dad's assisted living home who has since passed away. We helped fix up a family's home. We volunteered with Apartment Life Ministry with the Conleys. And this year, we have the absolute honor of volunteering with Church on the Street in Canton. And it gets better and better every year. But we've also been on the recipient end. Back in 2008, several people put together a fundraiser for Megan. She had just been released from yet another difficult hospital stay. I cannot begin to express to you how loved we felt that night. That people would take time out of their busy schedule to pray, help, encourage, and love on us. It was overwhelming. They were truly being the hands and feet of Jesus, and that's just what this is. We have an amazing opportunity to be the hands and feet of Christ. The kids and I are blessed. We have an amazing example of what it truly means to love loud. My husband Jim is a part of a ministry with several other godly men called the Saints Prison Ministry. They have the opportunity to go into prisons and love on these precious souls. And as Pastor Johnny said last Sunday, they love on Jesus. I asked Jim what Love Loud meant to him, and he said, "It has given me the complete honor of serving the Lord with my family together, seeing my children be Jesus to other children, taking the talents the Lord has blessed us with and not hiding them, being Jesus where we are, sharing the love of Christ and loving every minute. There is something for everyone, and he can use anyone, man, woman, child, and he can use a shirt. He can use a man who is homeless that submitted a drawing of a broken heart that was put back together with the blood of Christ as a tool to lead a 5-year-old girl with a terminal disease to faith in Jesus Christ. That's kingdom living. It's time for us to be the church and be the hands and feet of Christ. This is a very special day for us. Back in the summer of this year, with the help of some very special friends of ours, Chris and Katie Hooker, Megan was approved for Make-A-Wish. Our wish granter told us to ask Megan to make 3 wishes and to let her be as selfish as she wants to be. When I sat down with Meg and I asked her, she said she would love to go to Disney World at Christmas time. But then she said, you know what I would really love to do? And I'm thinking, wow, what's more incredible than Disney? I would love to sing on big stage about Jesus with my girls. Her girls, as they have been named, are Heather Richardson, Christy Walker, and April Duran. God has used these amazing women to minister to Megan through their music. See, when Meg said that she wanted to sing with her girls about Jesus, these aren't just songs or words. These are a part of her testimony. God has used music to give Megan peace, comfort, and joy. The night Meg got saved, I heard her lying in her bed singing, I am redeemed. Thursday, she was getting hooked up to her heart monitor, and she's singing, great is thy faithfulness. I've held her in my arms while she has been in so much pain. And she is softly singing, precious Lord, take my hand and lead me home. Sitting by the window, looking at her flower garden, singing, may we never forget the cross and the blood. Lying in her bed, so sick and exhausted, singing, mercy said no. In the neurology office, waiting to hear if her disease is now affecting her brain. And she is rocking out with her hand in the air, singing, let your glory shine. And in a radiology operating room, when they are getting ready to change out her intestinal tube and burn the skin off around her stomach. And she's singing, how great is our God. Today's Megan's wish is being granted. Our prayer and heart's desire is not that you see a little girl with a terrible disease. Our prayer is that you see the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. You see, we have tons of papers at home that label Megan as a child with mitochondrial disease, a child that has a disease that is going to cause her to struggle, has caused her so much pain, and can take her life. But we have one Jesus who died on one cross. And because of what he did on that cross, Jesus says that Megan will live forever. That is loving loud.
no greater